I'm here now.
Okay, cool. You're up
Welcome.
here. Welcome. Just allow
Welcome.
everyone
Whee!
to a little bit of time
Right.
to get in here. We're right on
Hi,
the dot.
Ava. I see you in the audience.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Well. Hello, Ava. Hello, Toast. Hello, Kia. Oh, there she goes.
Bye,
I,
Kia.
I think our co-host died.
Our co-host may have died. Oh,
Oh, they're
Listen,
back.
uh, there's a lot of channels here. I was trying to open the chat. Don't worry about me. I swear I know what I'm doing.
I got you. All right, so it's 2:01 right now. When should we get started?
There should be a bot in here to record this.
The
Let me.
the recording bot, the one that says like question mark space
Oh, I see
recording,
it.
Craig.
Yeah, I see it. I don't have my glasses on. Okay.
All right, so I guess we're starting.
Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Salty DK's and panel. Would you like to
close.
introduce
You
yourself for
forgot the
those
Dan
who
at the end, but you know what? You got Spirit, so.
it's a long name. It's a long
It is a
name.
long name. I keep meaning to change it,
Yep.
but I feel like people are too used to the long name now, so I feel
Salt
like pressured.
Salty Geek DK Dan.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's the. There you go.
See,
So,
you
anyways,
forget
welcome to
about the DK
Salty's
Dan part.
panel. Would you like to
Yeah.
introduce yourself for people who may be new or,
Hi, my name is Salty, DK Dan, otherwise known as Salty, otherwise known as just Derek. I make,
Salty Donkey Kong Dan?
yeah, Salty Donkey Kong Dan. DK is actually my initials, funnily enough. Um, Derek Kelly. But I've been making content online for probably like 10 years at this point. I have, what's it called? Made many a video on Sonic the Hedgehog and worked on Sonic fan projects and videos and stuff like that. Um and yeah, that's me. Woohoo. I've also worked on a couple of Sonic fan comics as well that I'm very proud of. One about Knuckles, one about Shadow.
I think I did a dub for both of them.
I mean I think there was a couple of dubs. So
Yeah,
I
I
th-
know.
I love all of them.
Thanks,
oh,
man.
So
you can't pick a favorite child?
no, I can't pick a favorite child. They're all very good and they make me happy.
Yeah, it must be kind of surreal to see, like, the comic that you put time and effort to get dubbed. It's like,
Yeah,
it's a weird
I
feeling.
don't get the chance to write a lot. So whenever people are like, "Hey, I want to voice act the thing that you wrote," I'm like, "Oh yeah, please." But yeah,
Please.
so that's me.
Yeah. Awesome,
What do we do from
awesome.
here?
Good question.
Uh, we have some people in the audience who want to ask questions. So, would
Woo!
you, Salty, like to pick up the first person with their hand up?
Oh yeah, sure. I think this person that's like Frenic. I'll pick them. I don't know how to select them.
Don't
I,
worry, I got you.
I
Got it. Okay,
gotcha.
cool.
Frenic? Hello, Frenic.
Test.
Hello. Yes,
Hello.
hi.
Oh, can you hear?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, making sure. By the way, it's schizophrenic. Put on schizophrenic. Just saying.
gotcha.
Mm.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. So salty decant Dan.
Yeah.
So I was wondering. Saw your videos on YouTube. The Sonic confessions. They were hilarious. So, but your start in Sonic fandom. How did it start? Was it fan comics, voice acting, art?
Oh, well, so I mean, I just got really into Sonic when I was a kid.
Mhm,
And I think so the first game I ever played was Sonic 2 on the Genesis, and I thought that
mhm,
was pretty cool, but I kind of moved on from it shortly after because when you're a kid, you have the attention span of like a worm.
mhm,
And After that, I played Sonic Adventure 2. That was my second Sonic game for
Yes.
the GameCube version, and that basically altered my brain chemistry forever.
Mhm.
Which, you know, it did for a lot of people. I feel it's
Brings you
kind of
back,
lame
yeah.
to be like, "Oh, I got really into it with Sonic Adventure 2." Like, I feel like everybody says that, but like, it's kind of
Mhm.
true.
Mhm.
And then after that, I was into it for a really long time until Unleashed, and then I kind of fell out of the series for a while. But
Yeah,
then
thanks.
recently with Frontiers
The
and the
resurgence.
IDW comics, I got really back into it.
Mhm.
And then I've just kind of been pretty active in the community ever since, basically.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Nice.
pretty much it. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Nothing
Oh,
too complicated. I mean, like, you know, I like the series pretty much for all the reasons that everybody else loves it.
mhm.
You know, it's fun, addicting. I also fell out of it around the time where a lot of other people fell out of it and then came back
Mhm.
when it got really, really back into my interests again.
Uh-huh. Mhm. Similar backstory here, except my first Sonic, the very first, that hooked me. So yeah, I relate.
Oh, yeah. So you got hooked on SA2 first?
The first Sonic, very
Oh,
first for
the
Sega Genesis.
first.
Oh,
Oh, like
Genesis.
Sonic 1.
Yeah.
Damn.
When it's released, yeah, I was there
Wow,
since the original.
okay. That's
But yeah,
sick.
Sonic Adventure 2 for Dreamcast, sick ass game. Last badass
Uh,
Sonic. Where I miss it.
let's keep our
Oh,
language
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
PG-13.
sorry.
Yeah, let's
Okay. It was.
lower the language a bit. So
My apologies. What's this rated? G rated?
PG-13.
PG-13. Oh,
I mean, dang.
Yeah, Shadow the
Darn.
Hedgehog rules.
Oh, so wait,
Shadow
so
the
I can
but
Hedgehog
say
is
say
heckin'
Shadow's
awesome.
iconic catchphrase. Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
oh,
that's about as
that's
far as you can go.
Damn.
okay. My apologies.
Where's
My
that
apologies.
darn fourth Chaos Emerald?
Send him to heck. All right. Gosh darn it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Right.
you so much for your question.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Next
So
up, they've had their hand up for a while, LJ, the
sure, I'll
hedgehog.
bring them up. LJ, hello, LJ.
Whoa.
Hello.
Hello there.
First of
Hello.
all, let me just say, Derek, it is a honor to meet you. I have been watching your content for quite a few years now.
Mm. Sorry if you hear me
And
gulp. I just drank a lot of water.
stay hydrated, people.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Um, Most notably, your world famous Have You Heard About series.
World famous.
Might as well be at this point, especially with
Mhm.
SpongeBob and Tehran.
Peak. That one was
Gotcha.
peak.
And of course, as we all know, the legend himself, Trevor the Hedgehog.
Yes. None of his quotes I can quote in this
I'm
in
pretty sure
this
you can. I'm
panel.
pretty sure you can say just say like his introduction, like he's cool and whatnot.
I'm so cool and green.
Yes, there is. All right. My question was, well, I know that you have made a ton of videos in your time. What was the one that was the most difficult to make?
Oh, I mean, there's a couple that kind of fit that description. I think one of the big ones that took a really long time to make was the Minecraft romance novels video.
Oh my lord.
That took like 5 to 6 months of editing and just so much work for a video that wasn't really the best anyway. I mean, that's kind of on me. I think I was a little bit inexperienced with editing at that point, so it just took a lot of extra effort. But also on top of that, probably just the Friendlock videos, if anybody's familiar with those, because
Oh yes.
the editing on
Those are so
those
much
is
fun.
like, I think, the craziest that I have to do for people who might not be familiar. I don't know who would be or wouldn't, but they're basically just Pokemon D&D videos. I get a bunch of friends in a call, and I assign them to Pokemon as I catch them, and then if the Pokemon dies, like in a Nuzlocke, then they get booted from the Discord. And it's fun, and I think concept wise it could carry itself pretty well, but I like to go a little bit sicko mode with the videos, so I I like over edit them all to heck. Yeah, so like I mean people can probably recognize if they watch like any of those episodes that like I kind of like over editing them. Like literally I will send them to an editor, they will add the minimum edits, and then I'll be like, okay, cracks knuckles, I'm going to do a lot of Photoshop and After Effects and extra stuff. But yeah, so there's that.
Yeah, thank you. That pretty much answered my question. And once again, honor to meet you. I'm not going to stay here too long so everyone else can get the questions answered.
Of course. Thanks, LJ. I
Yes.
appreciate the question.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Y'all have a great rest of the panel.
Woo!
Alrighty.
All right, Dr. Z wants to speak. I've
right.
seen Z raise their hands for a while.
All right, let's see what they
Yeah,
have to say.
They can keep it up.
Mm.
Can I put my arm down
Z.
now?
Yeah, your arm's down
Yes,
now. Don't
you
worry.
can put your arm down. It's
I
probably
didn't
sore right
wanna
now.
I didn't want to put it down.
Your arm is probably really sore. You should put your arm down.
You're not my doctor. Okay, sorry. Bit over. Hello, stranger who I've never spoken to before, SaltyDKDan.
Yeah, I definitely didn't speak to you like earlier at all.
I'll keep my question, I guess, kind of interesting. So, as a longtime Sonic fan, you've obviously you've seen a lot of the ups and downs of the franchise. How do you feel currently about the state of the franchise, where it is right now, and what it is you would like to see from it more in the future, or what you'd like to see done differently?
Oh, basically everything post Frontiers has been like my favorite, like ever. Like I think Frontiers is kind of divisive, but I think overall it's done a lot more positive than it has negative. Like if anybody looks at Frontiers and they're like, "Oh, I don't like the references. I don't like this." I'm just like, "Bruh, look at what we were getting before."
Agreed.
Like I cannot like whenever people like look, I'm totally up for like critical analysis of like Sonic stuff, and like especially the analysis of like the 3D models and the art design and stuff like that. I totally think that's cool. However, I think too many people kind of crud on Frontiers. They kind of shat all over Frontiers a little bit, and I looking back, I'm like, that was kind of, I think, the start of the kind of new Sonic Golden Age for me, because everything like Frontiers, I'm the half and half on. There's half of it that I really like, and half of it that I'm like not crazy fond on. But the thing is that was still a lot more fondness than I was having for the series before that. Especially like the new focus on the story and actual character development and like kind of interesting like story dynamics where it actually tried to take itself a little bit seriously for the first time in forever. So I'm all about that. However, I think everybody can pretty much agree that post Frontiers the series has kind of entered a new golden age a bit, because with
Definitely.
the Sonic 3 movie, Shadow Gens, I feel like Shadow Gens ended up becoming one of my favorite like Sonic games like ever, which is high praise given that it's a modern Sonic game, and those are usually like kind of half and half for me on a lot of time. Plus Crossworlds has been really good, like surprisingly. I wasn't even interested in Crossworlds until I played the beta, and then I was like, wait, this is actually really fun. I can get into this. So yeah, that's kind of my opinion.
I agree with that. If I could rephrase the part of the question too, is there anything you'd like to see be done differently, or
so
does change if there's anything you don't like?
So yes, I actually, in my opinion, so I like Shadow Gens so much that I have kind of come to the conclusion that I would be completely fine if they were to make some smaller budget titles, because Shadow Gens was bundled with Sonic Gens, which is fine, but I would kind of much rather if they like sold Shadow Gems on its own. So maybe a trend I'd like to see in the future is maybe like kind of more smaller experiences, but more fully featured experiences. You know what I mean? Like Shadow Gems, I feel like no part of it felt rushed. It felt like, it was shorter than the average Sonic game, but like it was one of those things where it was the first Sonic game in ages that I actually wanted to 100% because every part of it was so fully featured and fun. And I feel like I would love to see shorter experiences a little bit more often because I feel like, especially if they're a little bit cheaper and not bundled with an entire other game, I'd be fine with that. But I feel like, I don't know, they shredded so hard with Shadow Gems. I'm like, give me more of that. I mean, Pac-Man World 2 Repack just came out. That's like a full remake with a bunch of new features. And that was only $30. Like, I would love if we got a little bit more of that in the future.
I see. Sorry for chiming in there. I was just going to ask, Superstar is technically not part of that, like, I guess, quote-unquote, smaller title.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I think it would be if it was priced a little bit lower, but that was like a full-fledged game price. So I'm kind of like, I'm half and half on it. Superstars is kind of my blind spot because I played a little bit of it. But I'm usually not super into classic Sonic games. I think the last one I really got into was Mania. And I mean, of course, it was Mania. I think it was Mania for everybody. But yeah, I mean, I still think that Superstars is kind of unnecessarily hated in some aspects, but yeah.
Well, you're one of those streamer types.
Okay,
you've got friends to play with.
so-
I'll stop myself. Don't worry. I'm done.
Dr. Z,
We're
thank
going-
you so
sorry.
much for your question.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was gonna.
We have to
no worries.
move
You're
on
fine.
to the next person so that everyone gets a turn.
Sure thing. Thank you for answering. I'll go quiet.
Yeah, of course. I think the next person was Harris Boy BX.
Righty, someone get them. Harris Boy BX.
Right.
All right, someone got. Hello, Harris.
Hello.
Hello.
I was actually enjoying like listening to Dr. C's questions.
Sorry,
Just
we had
like-
to
just hit-
cut him off.
Let's just see and
Yeah.
I don't.
Unfortunately,
I like-
we
I like-
kind of have to
Well,
limit
we
it to
had
one
to.
question per person so that everyone can get a
know,
turn.
It just reminded me of have you heard about? It's just
Oh yeah.
Have you heard about what? Oh, right.
Have you heard about
your
what?
series.
Sonic.
Speaking of, what's your favorite topic that you've covered in Have You Heard About?
Probably any of the Sonic stuff. Not to be like
Not
relevant, but yeah, I mean, like, I liked talking about Sonic fan films a lot because those were specifically ones that I grew up with that I just got
Mhm.
to expose my friends to.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, those were the most fun ones, and I'm glad that I got a whole new wave of people to check out. Specifically, what was the name of the one?
I want Crew Fox? Oh, was it not? Oh wait, no, it's fan films.
Yeah, fan films. Oh my gosh, what is the name? I'm like blanking because I'm so bad at names. What was the name of the second fan film that we watched?
All right, let me just look.
Yeah,
No, and
Nazo. I'm just glad that I got a new wave of people to check out Nazo because I really liked that like mini fan film. I shouldn't even say mini. That was like 30 minutes. Nazo, yes,
Yeah.
Toast in chat agrees. Nazo is peak. It's genuine.
Yeah, I
peak.
agree.
And yes,
It's
it's
a
basically
massive
just
topic.
Dragon Ball Sonic, but yeah, it's Dragon Ball Sonic, so it's peak.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay, well, thank you
I don't have anything else to say.
Okay,
thank
well,
you so
thank
much
you
for
for
your
the
Thank you
question.
for answering my question,
Thank you
Salty.
for tuning in.
Okay,
Thank you for your
sounds good.
question.
But that
All right.
does bring up a kind of a point. Isn't Sonic also kind of Dragon Ball, but like with running instead of focusing on fighting?
Well, I mean, there is a lot of fighting in Sonic, so I would say it's like furry Dragon Ball.
You're not wrong, and
Yeah.
Silver is Trunks, and Shadow
And
is
I-
kind of Vegeta.
Yeah, and I do kind of think that Sonic is at its best when it's treated as a shonen series. So take that as you will.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Blaze is Raditz?
How is Blaze Raditz?
How does that work?
How does that work?
Oh,
Can we get Toast in here for a question?
all right, sure. Let's
Yeah. Come on up, Toast.
Hello.
Hello, Toast.
Hello.
Whoa, that's the real Rousey. Just like your profile picture.
Yo, is that actually Rousey from the hit game Deltarune?
Yep, hello, it's me, Rose.
Rousey, what's your question?
Okay, so I wanted to know, like, what's your favorite soundtrack so far from the Sonic series?
Oh, that's actually a really good question because, again, I could be really simple and be like, "Oh, I love Sonic Adventure 2." But it also is kind of true. I still listen to Sonic Adventure 2 music. In fact, I am listening to more Sonic Adventure 2 music as I get older because originally I only really liked Live and Learn. I was like, Live and Learn's the best song ever and Escape to the City, yeah. But like so when I was younger, I did not like Shadow's theme from that game, Throw It All Away. But as I've gotten older, I'm like, Throw It All Away is like peak. Like it is like one of my favorite Shadow themes ever. Like everybody's like, oh, all hail Shadow. Throw It All Away is so peak. And like thematically, it works so well for the character in SA2 specifically because like it starts so distorted and like all over the
Yeah.
place, and then as it goes on, it kind of like simplifies and gets clearer. Like Shadow in the game, like remembering like his true purpose and stuff like that, and it's like thematically it works so well. So I mean, like it's probably Sonic Adventure 2 again. Not to be the lame guy that always says SA2, SA2, but like and
That's
recently
valid.
there was a YouTuber named Loot that did a video essay on Sonic Adventure 2, and in the video he talks about like the music of the game in a way that I feel like not a lot of people do, which is also why I started liking Throw It All Away a little bit more, is because the way that Loot talked about some of the music and like the variety of
Mhm.
genres in that game is so interesting, and I would definitely recommend people check it out. It's a Lute, like like the little instrument, Lute Sonic Adventure 2. It's a little bit of an edgy video, just letting people know in advance. But the way he talks about music in that video is very good. I love it. Oh, also big Ava in chat is right. Big's theme from Sonic Adventure 1 2 is like one of my favorite songs in the series.
Yeah, the
Big
Adventure series has a lot of good
Sonic
ones.
I've also been getting
Okay.
back into
Here's-
Sonic Heroes recently.
Oh,
I
that's got
started
an awesome
replaying
soundtrack.
it last night, and that soundtrack also like bangs hard.
Yeah, it was the second to last level. It was like bow 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 bow. That stuck in my head.
Oh yeah, I mean like that entire level, even like level design wise, I'm like I feel like that has never been beaten for me. Like the fact that it's just you're jumping from ship to ship, like that's awesome, and like blowing them up. That's awesome. Why are we not doing this still? Like
It's so much fun. I suck at it, but it's so much fun.
yeah. But yeah, I
Okay.
hope that answers your question, Toast.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for answering.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you
Thank you so much
problem.
for asking.
Thank you, the real Rousey from Deltarune. I appreciate it.
The real
Next
Rousey
up,
from Toby Fox's hit game Deltarune.
yeah, I think the next one up should be Mouse.
Right, Mouse.
Don't
Okay.
worry. I can see you now. Mouse, come on
All
up.
right, welcome, Mouse.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
Okay, my question was if there was something from the meta era, what that could be rewritten in the post Frontiers era of Sonic, what would you want to be rewritten?
So here's the thing about me, my relationship with the meta era of Sonic is that that's kind of the era where I dipped out, but I do know a lot about it. So like personally, I've only played a bit of Lost World and not really anything of Colors. But I would say Colors because everything I've seen from that game is just so uninteresting, and like I think at the time it was needed to have a little bit of a simpler plot and like be a little bit more self-referential and kind of goofy about it. But looking back, I'm like, dang, I wish that plot was more fleshed out. Like I want to like the Wisps. It's only recently that I've started liking the Wisps after so long of just not really being that interested in them. And I think that that's also in part because of Whisper from IDW is kind of like giving me a reason to care about the Wisps again.
Yeah, Whisper's cool.
Yeah,
we
I
love
do
Whisper.
love Whisper a lot. One of my favorite characters. And
Mm.
yeah, I definitely think Colors specifically could use a little
Really?
bit more of an expanded plot. I think Colors DS does that a bit. I
Yeah,
know that some more
yeah, it
characters
does.
are involved. But I would have liked at least that. It seems apparently with Crossworlds, there's some like flavor text and dialogue that like hints that Colors DS is canon alongside Colors Wii. Like the events are like the same, one and the same. Just doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Which when you played, they're both canon. And I like that because Colors DS seems like it has a little bit more meat on its bones with like multiple characters. Kind of wish they did stuff, but whatever. I'll take it. I think Sonic is better with a bigger cast. I don't like when they simplify it to like only a handful of characters, you know? And if
I
there is only a
yeah.
handful of characters, I want there to be a bunch more characters introduced in said game to kind of substantiate the plot a little bit more. Like make it a little bit thicker.
Mm.
But yeah, I would definitely say Colors, probably.
That's a good. That's interesting.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm of the opinion that Forces would also be a good answer.
That's what I was thinking
Actually,
too.
I didn't consider Forces a part of the meta era, but you're actually completely right. Can I change my answer? It's Forces.
Okay, we're
Because
changing the answer.
Forces genuinely, okay, 100%. You're completely right, Mouse. I didn't even think of that. Forces would be so good with a better plot. Like high key, the foundations are there for like a really good plot. Sonic gets locked away for 6 months and bro is still quipping.
Not to mention Infinite as a character in general.
Yeah.
Concept.
No,
Potential
okay.
man.
I am such Infinite is max potential man, but also I am such a big Infinite head, like high key. Like people in my friend group know me as like the guy who really likes Infinite, and I'm like, why is he not in any of the racing games? And everybody's like, oh, he died off screen. It's like, no, he didn't. They just said he did. They
He's
could
in
bring him back at any time if they wanted to. But
He's
they
in
don't.
Speed Battle at least.
And Speed
Yeah,
Battle
cool,
is
fair.
barely canon. It's not really canon, which breaks my soul because I want it to be, because I want Infinite and stuff. Because oh my god, literally, I'm just like, Sega, if you need a guy to write a really good Infinite story, I know what his name is. It's Derek. It's me. I could make Potential Man a realized man. I love Infinite so much, and I feel like he was fumbled so hard. And you're totally right. Like, if they just took the story a bit more seriously and maybe expanded it a bit, Infinite would have been so good. I'm shocked that he hasn't showed up in IDW. I am so entirely shocked. I'm also of the opinion that Infinite should be a Shadow Rogues Gallery villain, because I feel like Shadow doesn't really have his own Rogues Gallery. And that free DLC really like pushed that idea in my head that like I think Infinite, if they brought him back, which I'm praying that they do, that he could become like one of Shadow's kind of rogue gallery alongside somebody like Black Doom. Because I feel like Infinite is kind of, funnily enough, even though Mephiles is kind of like, oh, it's Shadow, like Infinite is character-wise Shadow, because he's so focused on being strong and powerful that he's almost kind of mirrors the original characterization of Shadow in SA2 before he realizes that he maybe shouldn't destroy all of humanity.
I do bring up a point with that, because if you remember in the DLC, in Shadow, White killed his entire squad, so I think Infinite is also grief-stricken as well.
Yeah.
And that would cause him to act very irrationally and do things he would regret. And unlike Shadow, who found healing and, love, Infinite just let that hate and anger fuel him. And it's basically what happened if SA2 Shadow stayed evil.
100%. That's exactly how I feel. And I feel like you could do so much with that, because I don't know. Plus Infinite's design and voice are both great. I think a lot of people clowned on him for being overly edgy, but like if they took him seriously and they actually gave him good story and plot, I feel like nobody would be like, you can make fun of him, but like that's kind of his point. I think that Infinite is best when he is a soaking wet little screwball, like he wants to be taken seriously, he never is, and he's constantly chasing that high of power.
So like Scourge or Invader Zim.
Yes, yes. I think Scourge Invader Zim is probably a good combo for that. Very much so.
Okay.
And I'm
Thank
just
you, Mouse, so
begging.
much for
Yeah.
your question.
Sorry.
you for
I
having
just
me.
went off on that because I love Infinite. I was like,
Oh
let's
yeah,
talk about
I'm
It's
sure
Infinite.
okay.
everyone loves hearing you yap.
Thank,
We got like 30 more minutes for
Yeah,
you to
sorry.
yap.
thank you for
But say
having me.
Thank you, Mouse.
if you ever want to make another fan comic, you got Infinite.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, if I do make another fan comic, the one I was thinking about was Big because I feel like Big doesn't get that much love.
Good
He
idea.
does now. He does now, but I feel like he could get a little bit more attention. But yeah, next up, let's grab Iron AC.
All right, Iron AC. Come on up.
Hello.
Hello.
I've been stretching my arm
Hello.
for a while.
It's all good. You can put it down.
Sorry, it's stuck up there now.
Oh,
Oh, it's
okay.
fine. You can keep raising it. What's your question?
What is your favorite bit over the years?
What do you mean by bit? Like
Just
ongoing joke or?
like favorite thing you've done in a video.
Oh, okay. That's a hard one because I feel like there's a lot of bits that like it's probably the Rouge one, if I'm being honest. I think the Rouge one kind of takes the cake because of how like forced it was. That's kind of the
raw
vibe.
jewels.
What was that? Oh yeah, all of the jewels. Oh, also Monkey Destruction Switch. Ava gets it. Not to be like Sonic themed, but like genuinely the Sonic stuff is some of my favorite. So it's like I think the Rouge one is funny because I've never gotten into a laughing fit that hard for like that long. Like the original recording of that, you have to understand that that video was 9 minutes. The original recording was like an hour. We were doing that for like a solid hour. There's a bunch that I cut out that like is just never gonna see the light of day. And
Lost
we were
media.
we were just losing our minds, like quoting all of the jewels are mine to keep, or all the jewels are mine to keep, just over and over again. And just like YouTube poop sentence mixing it with our brains, like on the fly. That was like some of the funniest stuff ever. But yeah, no, so that one definitely 100%.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Also,
thank you
Harris
so-
in chat says the puppet bit was cool, and I do like the puppet bit. I gotta bring back the puppet, but it hurts my arm because the puppet, as much as I love it, is too small for my big ass hands. Sorry, big butt hand. Apologies.
Cutting it close, but I'll let it slide.
Shadow said that once.
Yeah.
He said the butt word once. I'm sure there's a quote out there somewhere. Anyway, sorry.
I don't know. Floof, our local lore master. Is that true? Put it in the chat.
Yeah.
But do you want to bring out Ukrainian?
Yeah, Ukrainian JD.
All
Let's
right.
get Ukrainian in here.
All right, Ukrainian, you're up.
It's actually Ukrainian Judipon, but
I couldn't see the full name because it got a
Yeah, we
ellipses.
can't see the full name.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't really prepare, but but a funny idea is who is the better future Trunks allegory, Silver or Julie Sue?
Okay, so if we're talking like, okay, so as somebody who actually has read a ton of the comics, I will say it's probably Julie Sue because like she's from like a whole alternate future that it gets kind of fleshed out. However, I prefer Silver because I think Silver's the cooler character in context. I think Silver design-wise is better than Julie Sue. Julie Sue is a little bit over-designed. I still like her, don't get me wrong. I just like I prefer Silver, and I also think that Silver's powers are cool. However, in that one Sonic Universe arc where they go to the alternate future that was established back during the Penders era of the comic, I forget what her name is in the alternate future. She like changes her name.
Was it Gold or
Johnny Ka?
Johnny Ka, the Johnny Ka Dark Future. She's cool as heck in that. I love that. So while I do prefer Silver, the Johnny Ka version of her, of Julie Sue, is like really cool, and I do like her a lot. But yeah, silver preferred for the Trunks allegory.
Okay, thought it would go
Right.
way worse, honestly.
Yeah,
I didn't prepare Jack shit. I didn't prepare
Jack poop
stuff.
Jack poop.
Jack
Jack
stuff.
poop. Jack stuff.
Cool. Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
Please make sure that you guys have your questions ready to go whenever you do get up here.
Floof, you want to still come up? Floof? You want to raise your hand?
You want to?
Speaking of silver,
I'm sure Floof can just,
silver stuff that's going around?
Oh, what silver thing?
Like the bad future silver stuff that's been going around.
Oh yeah, that started to get really popular because of corn.
Yeah, it's all awesome. I love seeing Silver finally get the love he needs.
Oh, 100%, dude.
Silver game win.
I've been waiting for Silver to get his flowers for a long time. Dude's been clowned on too much. I think IDW Silver has been doing some good stuff recently, but
yeah, I agree.
He needs more. He needs more material.
I feel like they're sitting on a gold mine with Silver, like a comic explaining his future, or like, you know, a one-off showing him in the present. Just something with him.
Sega is so messy with Silver's future. Like, I don't really like the current direction that they've gone with his future in the comics, which I mean is technically canon to the games now too, which is like, oh, his future is fixed, so he doesn't know what to do anymore. I'm like, if Silver's future is fixed, have we established that that's an alternate timeline, or is that just the normal timeline? Because if so, that kind of destroys all tension for any sort of future stories.
Would that make Silver a walking time paradox?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like the explanation should not be that his future is permanently fixed. That feels weird. I would much rather if he got trapped in the past. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that feels a lot more natural.
So Back to the Future.
Yeah, like I would prefer a Back to the Future sort of thing, because I also got annoyed when his whole thing is just, I'm going to go back to the future now, and then I come back and it's messed up and I have to come back to the past again. I hate that like loop that he has, because he has to explain, oh, the future is messed up, like every time he shows up. But if they just trapped him in the past for whatever reason, like that would be perfect. Also, it's kind of weird. We don't have a canonical explanation for how he time travels anymore, which is really strange to think about.
I think it was because of random portals that just appear in the future, because why not?
Because why not? Like, you know, like that doesn't really if Sega was cool, which they rarely are, they've been more cool recently, but they sometimes they mess up. I think that they should just make it so that he's trapped in the past, maybe flesh out his future a little bit more, make it super clear that it is an alternate diverted timeline at this point because Silver meddled too much, and now he probably feels bad, so he wants to come back to the past to make amends so that whatever timeline spins off from the main timeline ends up good because he helps. Easy solution. That way we can have him in the present. We don't have to make up some dumb excuse. Because he's like, I just want to hang out in the present now. And it's like, okay, bro, that's okay, sure. But like, it's not satisfying to me. So basically Trunks. Yes, I want them to rip off Trunks. But yeah. Any other questions, or should I just keep riffing about Silver until the end of time? Because I can do that.
Yapping.
I can gladly keep yapping.
You have
about
until
Silver.
someone raises their hands. You have full permission to yap.
Awesome.
All right, start the yapping.
Silver and Infinite are like the worst written characters right now, and I need both of them to get their flowers so bad. I genuinely do. And I just like, obviously Silver's more important. Silver is a lot more relevant right now. I think everybody agrees Silver needs to get a Shadow Gens moment real bad.
Yes. Totally not a dedicated Silver fan right here.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm glad we're all on the same page. Oh, Ukrainian.
Silver's my favorite hedgehog.
wants to speak again.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
That was the only good option.
Jitapon.
Yeah, come on up. You have another question.
Yeah, I wanted to contribute to the silver thing because remember that was trend a while ago where they tried to put a silver game with Sonic Lost World. Yeah, people did that only because it was after Generations and Silver was part of the Triple S trio. But I ironically think that could actually work because if you remember, in the end of Lost World, the entire world fucking died. The entire world flipping dies.
Yeah.
Like it's only really Tails through ass pulls manages to undo it. Like Eggman says he can't even do it, and doing it planning to rule scraps. So like an alternative timeline where like the world is under Eggman's salvation authority or whatever, and Silver goes back in time to help.
I also feel like the engine
would also give
for Lost
Zekies
World
a lot of a
would be
boost.
beneficial to a silver type game. However, I would prefer if they got potentially the new Hedgehog 2 engine for a silver game, just because I feel like they cooked so hard with Shadow Gens with that engine specifically. I kind of want them to make more games with it now because I'm like, oh my god.
Plus, even with silver, like, does it have to be tagged on to another game?
I don't know.
I just thought it would be a cool idea.
I think if we're being realists, I think that a silver spin-off game would be a part of like a remaster. That's where my head is at. However, I know that they're not really interested in doing remasters and going forward, at least from interviews. That could be a lie. But yeah, no, I mean, like it'll probably be packaged with something else. As much as I want it to just be its own thing and maybe a smaller experience, like I said earlier in the panel. But yeah, thank you for your addition, though. I banish you to the nether realms. Let's get Floof in here.
Yeah,
hey, Floof.
Floof.
That took way too long. Oh my goodness. Hi,
Sorry
everybody.
about that.
Welcome.
Hello. Hello, Gerson. I mean, SaltyDKDan.
I'm surprised it took this long for a Gerson reference.
If you know, you know, chat.
What did you want to ask now that you're here?
Yes, I wanted to ask a very fun thing in reference to my good friend Ava Arctic, who is currently elsewhere doing stuff. Trevor the Hedgehog, best Sonic OC out there, best Sonic character, deserves to be canon. He shows up in Ava Arctic's wonderful little Sonic fan comic, Tangle and Whisper New Roads.
Yeah.
And he is amongst the other civilians that get captured by the mysterious antagonists of this story. And I was wondering if you could come up with how Trevor got captured by them in the first place. Like what would you think would have happened to him?
Well, here's the thing, right? This version of Trevor is specifically a civilian. He's not the normal Trevor that everybody knows and loves. Like he's in that continuity, that Trevor's just kind of a normal guy that has a good design, and he's not just like a recolor of Sonic. So he probably just got captured because dude doesn't have any fighting experience. But my ultra epic canon Trevor could kill people if he wanted. Like he could burn them to death. Not because he has fire powers, but because he has matches and gasoline. I hope that answers your question.
Answers my question perfectly. You know what? I think my canon could also still, like my own head canon could also still stand, is that he was just too good looking to be around, and is like, no, we must capture him. We must find the source of his good looks.
Yes, I'll take it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Thank you for your question, Floof.
Thank you for the time. I'll see you guys around.
See ya.
Bye.
Can we get himself? Love that.
Get Roach on here?
Yes. Welcome, Roach.
Hello, Roach.
Oh my god, I'm talking to SaltyDKDan. Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello,
too crazy.
SaltyDKDan. As you may know, I'm a big fan of the pairing Sally Cole, and
Yes, I
I'd
did
like
see
to
your
know
comment.
your thoughts.
So okay, I'm gonna give you some context. So I've read a lot of the Archie comics, but I haven't read all of them. And specifically, I have a private book club with a couple of friends, Claire, Jake from my videos, Jay, Red, and my buddy Nintendo. And we get together each week and we read a couple of issues together. We voice the characters for fun because it's fun to like read them in a group. And currently, right now, we are around issue 130. And it's when Sonic comes back from space. So we aren't even near the part where Nicole becomes like gets an actual Mobian design. But I have read a lot of the later comics where she does have a Mobian design. And I've never really read the stuff that gives them her and Sally chemistry. But God, do I want to? Do I want to so bad? If there's something that Sonic needs more of, it needs more Yuri, I think.
It
There's
does.
not enough Yuri.
Yes.
I'm glad that Tangle and Whisper are a thing. And if you don't think Tangle and Whisper are a thing, I'm just gonna be honest, you're dumb. You're very stupid.
Dead ass.
Indeed. Dead butt. Dead butt.
Dead butt.
Yes.
Dead butt.
Straight up.
Apologies.
I'm
Straight
glad
up
that
dead butt.
I'm not the one that's saying too many swears. So I appreciate everybody making me look better by comparison. But yeah, no, I think I already love Sally as a character. I think she's only going to get better from the point that we're reading because we literally just got past the slap, which is a very divisive issue. I will say this, the slap issue, not that bad actually. I love the art of that issue. It is amazingly like cool and cute. Reminds me of like a Disney Mickey Mouse comics a lot.
John Gray, he's amazing.
Is like John Gray's the
John
goat.
Gray mentioned?
John Gray is the goat. I love John Gray's style for Sonic. It's so bouncy and like rubber hosey, and I love it.
I had to come and ask you this question because sometimes when I post art, I get a notification that someone likes it, and I have to do a double take, and then I yell SaltyDKDan.
Yeah.
So I just had to know.
I'm a big fan of Tangle and Whisper, so naturally I'm a fan of Sally Nicole.
Based. And if you need more Yuri, read Fleetway, Techno and Amy.
I've heard. I am getting on my Fleetway shtick. I started reading Fleetway a little bit ago, but I had to stop because the art in some of the early issues is a tad rough.
Yeah, reading Fleetway is like that one meme with like Obama and the 5G cell tower.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
No, it does feel like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you go now. Thank you for putting all of my all of my questions to rest.
Of course.
Sally Cole Nation. I'll see you there.
Thank you. I'm very excited to get to the point in which they start interacting more with like Nicole's Mobian form in the comics because I've been dying for this. I love Nicole's Mobian form so much.
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
I'll see you now, Salty. Have a good one. Love your YouTube videos. So does my mom.
I love you too. Well, your YouTube videos. I don't know if you have them or not, but I love your YouTube videos too. That's my favorite thing to tell people. People will be like, I love your videos. I'm like, dude, I love your videos too. I watch them all the time. I don't know if you have them or not, but I love your videos.
That's really nice.
I love everyone's videos. Let's get Iron AC back in here.
Before we do that, we actually have a text question from
a text question.
We do have 10.
So,
all right.
With it says what games that has been announced and waiting to be released that you can't wait to play.
Probably Kirby Air Riders at this point.
AIM.
I was gonna say something Sonic related, but probably Sonic Rumble if it's Sonic related, because I've been dying to get my hands on that for like a year. Why is it not out?
Just a few more days and it's out. Hopefully.
I can't. I don't want to win anymore. I want to play. They have a BioLizard like boss fight in the game come when it releases now, so I'm excited about that. Hashtag BioLizard Nation. But yeah, no, Sonic Rumble and Kirby Air Riders are like my two big ones, especially after the recent Direct. Kirby Air Riders look so good.
Who you plan on maining in Air Riders?
Oh, probably. I was probably gonna be a Marks main, but then I saw Rick, and I was like, oh, hold on. Rick kind of peak, the little hamster guy, like. And I love that his special attack is that he starts running. Like, that's awesome. I want to play Rick so bad. But yeah, let's get Iron in here for another question.
All right.
We do have 10 minutes left, so I should probably tell you about that.
Yeah, we got to lock in, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Iron, welcome back.
Let's go.
Hello. Well, I'm back. My next question is going to be, what's your favorite thing so far about the IDW comics?
Oh, dude, it's the Metal Virus. The Metal Virus rules. Okay. You just pressed the Metal Virus button accidentally.
Yay,
so
for next 10 minutes, Metal Virus.
Yeah. I'll try not to be too long, but yeah, the Metal Virus is definitely the best for me. And even though I don't like how they wrote Shadow out of that arc, overall, I do think that the arc was really good. And to an extent, there is something to be argued that Shadow, at least at that point, character-wise, would assume that he was immune, especially like not to get too spoilery on it for people who haven't read. I mean, I assume you all have at this point. But in that arc, Shadow gets Shadow thinks that he's immune to the virus for some reason, and he gets taken out pretty fast and gets contaminated and immediately turns. However, I will say this, with new context from Shadow Gens, kind of makes sense why he might have thought that with the whole, black arms, like DNA and all that stuff. Like I think it really gets emphasized in Shadow Gens that like dude is just something else entirely. And I know it's like, I'm the ultimate life form, yada, yada, yada. But there is a case to be argued that at least at that point, it did kind of make a little bit of sense. I know not a lot of people like it. Trust me, I don't either. But there is something to be said that you could justify it. But I wish that he was in the arc because I'm a big Shadow head. Also, sadly, that arc was before Surge got introduced to the comic, and she's like one of my favorite characters in the entire series. So I wish that she was in it, but c'est la vie. Anyway, what I remember, Sonic Twitter does that thing where they decide that they're gonna hate something about the IDW comics every other week. And one week they were like clowning on the Metal Virus arc for being too serious, and I'm like, everybody, shut up, read the arc. It's good. I like it. It's fun. It's fun. I love zombie apocalypse type scenarios in like media that I love, and Sonic is a media that I love. So when they did a zombie arc, and it's actually pretty girthy and long, like it's not like a standard 3 to 4 issue arc. Like it's actually like pretty fleshed out. I thought that was fun as heck. And like speaking of other stuff related to that, Adrenaline Dubs did a really good dub of that arc that I really like. And I definitely suggest people check out because it's just, it is fun. It is fun. It is a fun arc. I like it. So yeah, it's probably Metal Virus.
Yeah. Because there's, at least to my knowledge, one of the 3 main people that get traumatized. Whisper the Wolf.
Yeah.
Cream the Rabbit. And Sonic the Hedgehog.
I am shocked that they had Cream's mom get turned right in front of her. That was crazy. Like it's one of those things where like obviously in the Sonic series nobody's gonna die. I mean the only confirmed deaths are like off screen. Starline, Infinite, and then again they're off screen, so they really could bring them back anytime they want if they wanted to. But a thing like Metal Virus is like, it's going to work out in the end, but like seeing these characters' reactions to potentially their friends dying in front of them and the idea that they could possibly lose this one is so, it's juicy. It's juicy, dude. I love it.
Thank you, Iron AC, for your question.
Thank you, Iron.
Thank you. I think we have time for one more question.
Yeah, and then
sorry
we
cut you off, Iron, but I appreciate you. One more question. Do we want to bring LJ back in?
Well, they're the only hand up.
That's true. I could
Right,
make my own question. Derek, why are you so handsome? Oh, that's a really great question. I was born this way.
Okay, LJ.
LJ.
My question is actually related to Antoine because I know you've been reading as him.
Oh yeah, in the okay, for context, in our Sonic Comic Book Club, I have been reading for Antoine.
Yeah.
So for people who don't know.
So my question was, what is your favorite moment with Antoine in the comics? Because I know he's usually known to be like cowardice, but he can be strong and independent when he needs to.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there was like a whole issue where he was like, well, not the whole issue, but there was a story in one of the issues early on where he is like trying to find like a message or like a map from his father. And it's like he's treated so gritty during that as like a joke, but it also kind of hints to like some future events with like his dad and stuff that apparently didn't get fleshed out. So it's probably that. Mostly because I loved reading for him in that arc because he got so serious. But then recently he got a big scar on his face and him and Bunny broke up from where we're at in the comic now. So I'm really liking reading for him now. It's like shortly after Sonic gets back from space. So probably that. I'm very excited for Reboot Antoine. And I also am excited to get to the point in the comic where Antoine gets into a coma. Because I feel like
that up.
I feel like that is like really interesting, especially when Silver's like, I found the faker. It's Antoine, and Sonic's like, I'm gonna kill this man. Dude is in a coma. What are you talking about?
To the hospital and throws him at his
friend in a coma and is like, do you think that guy's the traitor? Bro is in a coma. He's brain dead.
Thank you so much, LJ.
Christ.
Thank you, LJ.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have about 3 minutes left. So now we get to the yapping about your channel and like plugging yourself in for these people to go follow you if they haven't already.
Sure. So, hi. I mean, everybody here probably already knows who I am and what I do, but I'm SaltyDKDan. I'm a YouTuber, voice actor, moron on the internet. Don't follow my Twitter. It's rancid. If you want to follow me, do it on YouTube. That way I get paid. I like money. If you watch my videos, I like Sonic a lot. Pretty much every single release of Sonic, like Frontiers and onwards, I've been like streaming and stuff like that. And yeah, no, I love Sonic. I love the community. I love the fan creations and fan games, fan comics, and all that stuff. So if you're interested and you haven't watched yet, check it out. If you have watched, thanks. Keep doing that. I like that. That's it, basically. I'm funny, I think, question mark.
Oh, you
Yeah,
considering that you've had literally everyone here laughing.
I'll take it. But also, yeah, I was told by a buddy that I should also plug an upcoming panel. Archie Sonic Online's doing a trivia panel. So I definitely recommend checking it out, guys, if you have the time.
Yes.
Some guy asked a question on the minute of the thing ending.
Hayward,
I'm so sorry.
Ask the question right when we end? Come on.
Adam, come on, guy.
Come on.
You know we're on a schedule here.
Come on.
I'm sorry, Adam. You had a whole hour to be here.
I saw you raise your hand earlier. I would have picked you if you stayed and waited. But it's fine.
But thank you all for coming.
Yeah, thank you all for listening.
Except for Adam, who just showed up.
Except for Adam.
Thank you all, except for you, Adam.
Except for you, Adam. And that's it.
And
Woo!
enjoy the rest of your con.
Have fun.
Enjoy the rest of your con, everybody. Woo!
Enjoy the rest of Sonic